Hey everyone. It has been a long day. I decided that I'm going to probably just change up a lot of what I'm doing with this channel. Yeah, I don't know. I still want to get into podcast stuff, but I feel like in order for this channel to actually be successful, at least to start out, um, I'm going to have to do things a little bit differently. I'll be posting other videos soon. You'll see what that's like. I guess for reference, it is April 5th today. That's like 3:30 in the morning. I've been doing this, working on this stuff all day for my music channel and my gaming channel, and then also for this channel. But yeah, I'm I got this little Osmo DJI thing. Not quite sure how the audio is on it, but we'll find out. Um, yeah, I don't know, I've thought about sending this thing back, but then again, I've never really used it, so yeah, give it a shot. And I got it explicitly for doing vlogs like this. So anyway, yeah, been doing a lot of research on like what actually makes channels successful and what like what I can do to improve what I already have. And I almost went into like this crisis mode. I've avoided it, but um, I've had many instances in my life where it's just like, this is hard, and I just like push through it, and it's totally worth it. And the times where I haven't, or I've just given up, um, I've really regretted it. And I feel like I'm at one of those moments right now where it's like I can give up and I'm gonna regret it, or I can push through it and be so happy that I did. Um, there's, like when I was in college, it was hard. I was at school, do outside of class. I'd go to class for 20-ish hours a week, 15, 20 hours a week, and then, which I know sounds like a lot, but that was about 15, 20 hours a week. And then I would do my schoolwork on top of that. I had huge projects. Um, I was at I was at the school building for probably a good 60 hours a week, and just because the way that things work out with my daughter, I squeezed all that in to about 4.5 days. It was brutal, but yeah, I there were plenty of times during that where I just wanted to give up, and I knew that I couldn't. Which is funny because back then it was all like, oh, I have to do this in order to, be successful and, have a career where I can support my daughter and all that. Yeah, which, funny because I'm not doing that anymore. I'm not making video games anymore. But I did, there's some media stuff that I learned this YouTube channel that I'm applying. And I think my reason is still the same, which I think is interesting. Where it's like, there's no like going back. Like I have to do this. This has to work. Um, it reminds me of the story. I don't think it was Columbus. It was one of the Spanish conquistadors or something like that, where they landed and in coast of South America or something like that, and the captain or like their leader dude, he ordered his troops to burn the ships, and so there was no option for them to just give up and then go back. Like they had to make it work. And he ended up being like very successful in his campaigns, which I know wasn't really the greatest campaign, considering what happened during the Spaniard experience in Well, you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, different topic, different day. Maybe I'll touch on that. I'm not sure. Yeah, I want this channel to be about personal growth and development, and I think that doing these vlogs might be helpful, at least to me. Watch my journey along the way. Yeah, it's not easy. I feel like it's going to be more rewarding than what I was doing at my 9 to 5, which was more like a 6:30, 7 to 5 sometimes. Yeah, that was pretty bad. And also, I was having a conversation with one of my previous teammates earlier tonight, where it's she's getting to the point, I was to the point, and she's getting to the point where she's realizing that you can do all this work and put in so much effort and pour your emotional soul into what it is that you do for your job and get it's not worth putting in the extra effort because there's no reward for it. And that's something that's really attractive about doing this, for me anyway, is that I'm only going to get out of it what I put into it. And I'm a very results oriented person. That engineer mind that I have, um, inputs equals outputs, and if the inputs don't make sense with the outputs, or vice versa, then there's a problem. So, yeah, it's nice to be able to just do me, do this. It's hard, but it's fun. That's how I saw college. It was so hard, but it was totally worth it. Definitely. Although I think I've mentioned that in one of my other videos about going to college. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. I think college is a waste of time, at least nowadays. It's just too expensive, and credentialism is, if you're going to work for someone who's more concerned about your credentials and your past education experience, you don't want to work for that person. Trust me. I've worked for someone like that, and I was looked very down upon, despite having vast amounts of knowledge that other people didn't. So, anyway, a little soapbox there, but yeah. If you're watching this and you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, like the video. I'd appreciate it. Give me some feedback on this, on other videos. Yeah, I'd appreciate it. Also, link for my Patreon. It's in the description. Just $5. It's not expected, but super grateful. You'll get your name put on each video, and yeah. Right now, there's nobody. So April 5th, 2024. I'm interested to see what it's going to be like a year from now. I can imagine it'll be very different. Anyway, I'm going to go to bed. I'm tired.